Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Gumbocast. I'm Cyndi Seidelman, and this is edition 16 of the Gumbocast. That's right. You know the podcasts that say you shouldn't do it? Well, we're doing it. And do I have it? Well, guts, yes, I do have that. I mean, I'm still alive. And I haven't had my organs donated yet when I died. But the other thing, I don't have that either, but we're going to talk about that later. Jessica Brand is busy working on the draft book for her website, so I am joined by the host of Skype Millionaire, Brian Henegar. Brian, welcome to the show.
I'm honored to be here very much, Ms. Seidelman. It's been a long time since I've been done anything with you, actually. Last time we were together, if I'm not mistaken, you and I, if you remember this, we recorded a commentary for an episode of Sunday Night Heat.
Which didn't get released.
Unfortunately, which was still a lot of fun, though. I enjoyed doing that.
I lost the footage.
That's okay. But had a good time, and I won't be anywhere near as good as Miss Brand on this program, but I will do the very best I can.
That's all we can hope for. So, you are the host of Skype Millionaire, or no, now under what? Internet Millionaire or Discord Millionaire?
Millionaire Online.
Millionaire Online. Tell the fine folks about that.
Well, as some of you may know, for about 20 years, I've done a version of Jeopardy that we've aired on, that we do every year at Christmas with me and my family. Last couple of years, we've broadcasted on Facebook Live, and that kind of gave me the itch to want to try hosting a game show online, because our buddy Tim Connolly did that with Luck of the Draw.
Yep. Don't remind me about that, please.
Your secret's safe with me. But we're in our third season. Basically, we do an online version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We don't give away $1 million. We give away some prizes at the end of the season, but it's also to raise money for a really good cause. This year, we're raising money for the Australian Red Cross in honor of the bushfires out there in Australia this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of fun. If we are on Discord now, and we'd love to have you on if you'd like to be a contestant someday. But we air on Twitch if you ever want to watch us live. It's a really good production. My buddy Braden Potter Deese is the executive producer, and he has this amazing virtual studio that we use. It's absolutely gorgeous. And if you want to check it out, we are on Twitch at twitch.tv/BZNTV. That's Bravo, Zulu, November, Tango, Victor, because we are part of the BuzzIn network. And just check us out. We'd love to have you, and it's a lot of fun.
I would say let's play it, but that belongs to somebody else.
Yes, exactly.
We'll talk about that on the story and later on in the show. Also on tap for the show, we will have talked about the coronavirus, because everybody's talked about the coronavirus. We also have to talk about it because it has affected game shows. Alex Trebek, 1 year after his announcement of fighting cancer, a RuPaul's Drag Race contestant gets disqualified for being a freaking idiot. Concentration with Jack Nars makes its long-awaited debut on Buzzer, and Mental Samurai gets a late renewal, which is always good news to see a good game show getting renewed, even at the 11th hour.
Rob Lowe is employed.
Well, he's already been employed. He's the star of, I think it's 911 Lone Star.
Yes, 9/11 Lone Star, although unfortunately Jennifer Love Hewitt not a part of that one, but you can't have everything you want in life.
Yeah. You're addicted to Jennifer Love Hewitt as much as our friend Joe Van Ginkel is to Amy Jo Johnson.
I'm not quite as that bad, but yeah, you got a good point.
Yep. By the way, just to let you know, she actually hosted an episode of Talk Soup.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, in 2000.
Huh. Well, all right.
It was during that period when Hal got fired, so they had like a guest host for a few weeks or so until they settled on Aisha Tyler.
Oh, well, they picked a good host.
Yep.
Oh,
Hal Sparks, awful.
Well, it's weird about Hal Sparks. He was actually really good as a talking head on those I Love the Whatever documentaries VH1 did.
Yeah.
But he's one of those guys where he's good in short bursts. He's not good for a full hour.
Yeah, although he was okay on Treasure Mall, the show that he did. Speaking of malls, I was in Chicago on vacation over the past couple of weeks.
Oh, well, how was it? Did you have a good time?
Oh, it was a frickin' blast. I know you're an Anglophile, so you should know this. When we landed, we went to a chicken place called Nando's.
Ah, Peri Peri Perfection. Did you have a Cheeky Nando's?
It was a good piece of chicken. I had a quarter chicken with the peri peri sauce, which is delicious. I also had the garlic bread, which was quite good. But then I made the mistake of having their coleslaw.
Ooh, I'm guessing it wasn't as good as the stuff we have down south.
It tasted like mayo.
Ay. Oh. Yeah, you got to have some kind of seasoning to make good coleslaw, and you also want to be able to get the crunch of the vegetables too.
It was just drenched.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, to fix that, I had to drench it in peri peri sauce.
Oh, well, there you go.
It worked. Saved the crunch.
There you go. I'll take that.
And the chicken was delicious too. My friend Jamie, who I was seeing, she had fries and I forget what else she had. I think she had the rice. But we dipped fries in both heats of the peri peri sauce. Because there's peri peri medium, but there's also peri peri hot. And you can get your chicken marinated in any of the 5 levels of heat.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. She had the number 4. I had the number 3. Because I figure my only time there, might as well start at the middle.
Well, there you are.
And then on Friday, we went we had a Italian beef tour of Chicago.
Oh, how was that?
It was delicious. We started at Al's, the original Italian beef of Chicago. The very first store. Not any of the other ones, but the very first one. Right near where UIC is.
Okay.
And I learned the stance. Essentially, the stance is, widen your legs a bit.
Uh-huh.
On the counter, elbows on the counter. Hunched over. And you just take a massive bite. So it's like this.
You're making me hungry. You know that?
Well, you can make it at home.
Yeah, our mutual friend Tim Connolly used to have a great recipe for that he said he made every New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm. And you got to get the right roll, though.
Right, you got to get a good crusty roll.
Mm-hmm. And dummy me, not knowing the sizes of the Italian beef. I was hoping for a regular one, and I said medium. That's their big boy roll.
It's kind of like me when the first time I went to a Five Guys Burgers and Fries, I asked for a large order of fries. I didn't realize that their large fries can serve a family of 4, literally.
Well, that's 5 guys for you. One meal can literally feed 5 guys.
But it's good food, though.
I never had 5 guys. It was too expensive. And so afterwards, I had to get a new shirt. Because I thought I had packed enough shirts for the vacation, but I was one short. So we went to Pro Wrestling Tees.
Ah, there you go.
And I bought a couple of things. I bought an actual shirt, which was a boy in his dinosaur shirt. Done up like the cover for Super Mario World.
Right. Oh, nice.
By the way, Marco Stunt is on the shirt. He's just underneath Luchasaurus's foot. As he should be. Also, they have something cool, and that is the grab box that they have. It's 3 t-shirts for $22. Which is
Which ones did you get?
Well, I'm not finished with the story because they also have botched ones for $10 less.
Oh, like ones like the transfer didn't go perfectly, and there were
Right.
like errors.
Mm-hmm. I paid the full price, so I got 3 good shirts.
Okay, which ones did you get?
The classic Cease and Desist Young Bucks one.
Jim Cornette's favorite tag team.
Yep. Killing the business. I also got a classic style British Bulldog shirt.
Oh, now that's good.
Mm-hmm. And then I also got a Rainmaker Kazuhika Okada shirt. I'm guessing you're not familiar with Okada?
Oh, I am very familiar with Okada. He is the ace of New Japan. I've heard rumors, not to go into NWC territory here, but I've heard rumors that apparently Triple H really wants to sign him to the WWE.
Expect a bidding war because, somebody at AEW will make a big play for him, especially since Kenny Omega's there, and you know how well connected Kenny Omega is with New Japan.
Oh, gosh, yes, is he ever.
Mm-hmm. Even though his ex-boyfriend is stuck over there for the time being.
Yeah.
Another good tag team, the Golden Lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a gimmick, folks. It actually happened. Then we went to a place called Quake Collectibles, which is featured on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast.
If you're not watching, you need to watch it. It's amazing stuff.
Yep. It was a spin-off of Zach and Kurt Figure It Out on the WWE YouTube page. They spun it off into their own thing, which is why you don't have any more episodes of Zach and Kurt Figure It Out.
Right. Which, to quote our friend, the late Jim Williams, I am disappointed.
Yep. But a lot of cool stuff there, and I picked up a few things.
Oh, well, dish.
All right. I bought a few WCW figures. They had a Luger and a Scott Steiner. They have these bins where it's like 3 for 10 or 4 for 10. And out of the 4 for 10 bin, I got a Steiner, 99 Steiner, a 99 Luger, and a 97 Jax Undertaker.
Oh, nice.
This is when he was still done up in purple. He still had the dark purple gloves and attire like that.
Yeah, after he came back to fight Brian Lee, the Underfaker.
Mm-hmm. Then I got a couple other things which I'm giving away to friends, which I don't want to divulge on this show. One of them was in the 3 for 10 bin, which I also got a Sora and a Goofy from Kingdom Hearts.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm. And then I started to build a collection again.
What kind of collection?
WWF Hasbros.
Oh, nice.
Now this stems from
or as I like to call them, the inaction figures.
No, those are the LJNs.
Oh, okay.
Because the Hasbros did have some action to it. One action, but they had action to them.
Right.
The LJNs were in action.
Gotcha.
So, in the $5 bin, I found a Jake Roberts and a Ted DiBiase. It was they were a little beat up, but they were still usable. And then on the counter behind the owner, the person running the register, I found a Brutus Beefcake, Season 1 Brutus Beefcake, and a Series 1 Boss Man.
Now, the Boss Man was the one that I had. I was the biggest Big Boss Man fan you ever saw when I was a little kid. And I actually had the Big Boss Man. I think I even still had the little Billy Club that came with him.
Which is quite rare to find with Boss Man nowadays.
Right.
The club is worth more than the figure.
unfortunately.
No, well, it's because those little things, they get lost so easily. I mean, like, there's a figure, like, I'll give you an example. The LJN Junkyard Dog. It usually comes with a chain. The figure without the chain is $10, but the figure with the chain is about $30.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about them. It's the little accessories that will always drive the price up.
Mm-hmm. And it all stems. I started collecting. It stemmed from finding a mint on card Texas Tornado Kerry Von Erich at a Goodwill for $2. So that's when I started collecting again.
And yours is MOC.
Yeah, it is mint on card.
Oh, so you don't want to let that one breathe.
Nope, it's hanging up on my wall.
There you go. There you go.
And then afterwards, we went to a place called the Catcade.
Catcade.
It's a part animal, part shelter for cats, and part arcade.
Hence the name.
Yeah. It's a nonprofit in downtown Chicago. I do recommend checking them out.
Well, before we get into the proper here, can I ask you one quick question?
Yeah.
Did you go to Wrigley Field?
Not in February.
Oh.
But I did go to
get you a picture in front of the Harry Carey statue.
Nah, we weren't even close to Wrigleyville. But I did go to AEW Revolution.
Oh, how was it live?
It was a blast live. And if you want to find more about that, I might have to do a separate video on that. Just by myself and just talking about how great it was. But I did talk about the matches and some of it on the NAWC, which should be uploaded by the time this gets uploaded. I hope. We were supposed to go to C2E2, but by the time we got home from Revolution, it was 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And one of the people that she wanted to go see was having the meet and greet at 10:30 a.m., so it was not happening.
No.
Monday, I was in downtown Chicago again. My friend Jamie was doing law school stuff, and I went to see Knives Out.
Well, let me ask, how was that?
It was a very fun movie. I recommend it entirely.
I have heard that it's really good, and it's Daniel Craig is very unlike James Bond in this.
Right. He's a doofus, and love him for it. And then Tuesday, actually, I spent 7.5 hours inside O'Hare Airport waiting for my flight. And because of our first topic that we're going to talk about in a little bit, I didn't think I was actually going to be able to fly because I'm at the epicenter of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But all in all, fun vacation, and also check out Millionaire Online with Brian Henegar at twitch.tv/BZNTV.